Right, good evening. We're back on the syndicate water again. If you want a motor puff, that's because I just got everything pretty much set up. I've got from the car down to swim, and the rods are there, not hooked up with nothing on it yet. I just want to get everything down before dark. So I'm going to do bait myself up, get the rods out there, get myself in a situation where I'm pretty well organised, and then have some tea. And if it's not too late, we'll have a chat later on, tell you a bit more about stuff and what swim we're in as well, and my technique and anything else I can think of at the time. Right, I'm here with my mate Gareth today. We're having a bit of probably an overnight social because he has to go tomorrow. So at the minute, like I said, I'll get myself organised, get my shit sorted out as they call it, and then we'll go from that. So I'll speak to you very shortly. Right, we are officially fishing. The rods are out there. I've just cooked up the tea, and I'll have to show you because I've never done this before down in the bank. Hot dog. How about that? I saw these fig rolls, I thought, oh, not my tomorrow night's tea. So that's what you got in there. Sausage. I've got a bit of cheese in there, fold at the bottom so it folds over. Roll on top, and the reason I have cheese on it because it doesn't soggy up the bread. A Gordon Ramsay trick that was. And also got the onions and ketchup. You've got to have ketchup with a burger, with a hot dog and burger as well. So that's my tea for the minute. Back to the fishing side of things. It is pretty dark out there. If I get back to the red, there we go. It is pretty dark out there. The baits are out. I've got a 14mm bulbs on, which I showed you last time. I'll show you again in the morning. I think I got a yellow one on. And that's over a good old bed of just gone for the boilie approach just for tonight. It's quite a mixture, you know. Again, I'll show you that in the morning. Middle one is krill, and the right hand one is on the bloodworm, on pop-ups. That's really all I can say at the minute. So I'm just going to have a scoff up, have a good old chin wag me on mucking next door, and just, you know, social distance and all that sort of thing, malarkey. And yeah, we'll catch up in the morning. If I get one for the night, obviously, be later on. Failing that, it'll be in the morning, and I'll talk to you a bit more tactics, rigs, and baits and stuff like that. Slowly getting back into it again. There's too many things going through your mind what I've done before, and yeah, we'll go from that. So I'll carry on, and if nothing happens in the meantime, throughout the night, catch up with you. Well, good morning. Okay, so now 6:15. Obviously, there's naff action last night. I didn't really expect the temperature to drop quite quite low. I had one small beep on the middle rod, but that was it. After that, it was absolutely nothing. So unfortunately, like I say, there's nothing to report. Like I say, snake up to 6:15. Yeah, just gone 6:15. I've been up since 5:30. Just laid in bed, just dozing for a little while. Till it got to night, and then got up. The old kettle's on. I'll catch up with you later. Right, well, good morning. It's now coming up to 10 o'clock. And we have a beep on the right hand rod. Right. Right, I think that's a bit off. Oh, that's going to happen at the minute. Right, the rigs are the same as I have done before. They're all on pop-ups. Got a bloodworm on that one, krill in the middle, and Morby on the left one. The rigs are the same as I have shown you before, but the only difference is this time around I haven't got the little the ESP tungsten bead on. I've actually got a patty on this time. As you can probably gather, nothing happened last night apart from one beep, and that was about as far as that went. And that's all I've had done. But what you just see a minute ago, that's been pretty much it, to be fair. The sun is out. The wind is I think it's a northeasterly wind, which is, it's a little bit of a bite to it, but the sun does make it nicer because of the heat from the sun. It does seem to be warming the wind up a little bit. So Bruce is off. Yeah, so basically where this swim we are in at the moment is we are literally the opposite side to where I was last time. I don't know if you can see it very well. So quick going around, I'll show you where I am. Basically, that's the middle swim. And we were facing, just jump over here, sort of in that corner, round the other side. So we are literally almost kind of straight across. The left one is in line with that Ferrari. It's about there somewhere, in line with that, so probably about there. Middle one is literally in line with that swim over there, but in the middle, as far as I can get it, without interfering with other people. And the right hand one is literally sort of, it's a little bit closer in, so you probably look back there. And that's the krill, that's the bloodworm, krill, and the mulberry. I'll just put these boilies out for last night. I'll put no pellet nothing out. I'll probably do that in a second or two. I just wanted to show you this, another unusual concoction of a mix. So just thought I have to try and, it's not that one, that must be this one here. There we go. Right, just put you around there. In here, we have blackjacks, beaten bananas. I think that is a Nash Tangy, or orange crush, what you want to call it. And these yellow ones, I think are the, not mainline, munch bait citrus. So you've got a good old mixture in there. It's just old baits, like again, old baits I'm trying to just use up and get out of the way before we start fresh or whatever really. Yeah, so that's a combination that's in there. That got on my left rod with the mulberry. Bloodworm is in there, which I showed you last time, and obviously pellet is in there. So that's kind of how it is at the minute. There's not much more I can really say. Like I say, it's now come up to 10 o'clock, so yeah, I'm going to put some pellet out, depending whether to spot out or use my bait boat. Probably use my bait boat because it'll be a bit more quiet. And yeah, we'll go from that. So I'll keep you updated a bit more later on, and hopefully with a bit of luck I won't be walking away with a blank. Fingers crossed. I'm here with a mate. You can see he's from the other side to me. He's in his bivvy at the minute, but you know, you can get the gist. And we're here just for a social, to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I actually fished with him, so I thought, why not? Let's catch up and have a laugh. So that's what we're doing. So this is mainly what this session will be, just for a social basically, and we'll go from that. So hopefully the fish at the end of the day. He's been here a day longer than me. He's already had one out. I think he was here Thursday. I came here last night, and we'll see what happens. So we've got till tomorrow, and we'll go from that. So catch you in a bit. Right, just had a slight change in plan. Took off me yellow mulberry pop up, 14mm. I'm going to put on a pink one instead. I don't know how you can see that. Same sort of situation as the rig. That's actually the thinking Anglers camel skin, bit of tungsten putty from ESB, and what I've done is I've actually pulled a piece of that away from my hook, so one, I can have the angle, and two, any roughness on that, the putty should actually stick to it as well, so it shouldn't move up and down like it would if it was just clear. Size 6 thinking Anglers straight eye hook, so when it sits in the water that should sit pretty much like so. I prefer the wide gate. I think personally gives a better hook hold. Personal choice. Everybody's different. And got a bit of foam. And all I've got to do is just wrap it around there like so, just to stop that tangled around anywhere. Pretty much normal really. And 3-ounce lead in the bottom. And that's it. So what I'm going to do when I chuck it out, because there's a soft sandy sort of bed, this will sink into it. So when it go in, I literally will just pull back a bit so it sits above it. Probably will still sink, but it won't sink as much. And I'll just remove a bit of that weed. And as per normal, as always, just a lead clip system, and it's the SP tungsten tubing. It's actually quite heavy, surprising compared to some tubing you get, and that do sit on the bed quite nicely. So that's my rig, that's the setup. All 3 rods are the same, except the other 2 rods I've got a flat pair. I think they're 3-ounce, or it might be 2.5 ounce, and pretty much the same. Obviously different bait on the other 2, one's got krill, one's got bloodworm. So that's the 3 rigs I'm using, they're all the same, just different bait. So that's what I'm using. I'm just going to go a little bit closer in, which I will show you in a bit. So I'll just lob this out there and we'll go from there. Right, excuse the wind in the microphone. I'm literally out there. Got a good old caterpillar boys, nice little spread around. And I just put a load of the pellet, again, even bigger spread around. And the pellet's got the hemp seed oil in it, giving off a nice big old slick, which is what I want. Hopefully that won't draw the ducks in like before. So yeah, I just got one out there. The other 2 ain't got to leave for the time being. I'm going to probably stick on one of the krill pop-ups in the white, or maybe even the pink. I'll make my mind it was probably about dinner time. And then just do a little bit of topping up. I might put a bit of spot out there with some pellet on it. We'll see. I'll basically go from that. And at the minute, I'm just going to try different things and see what actually works the best, if it will work at all. So I'll keep you updated. See you in a bit. Right, another update. This is now 1 o'clock and just gone. Nothing has happened whatsoever. I still left the 2 rods out there as per normal. I am going to change the krill one over to one of these. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet. You know, the sticky baits, pink ones, or the white ones. I'm not sure to which one I'm going to give yet. And then the bloodworm will stay with the bloodworm. Having my dinner. Had a nice 2 sausages and a piece of chicken. It's going to go in a roll, like last night, in the hot dog fashion. Yeah, so at the minute, apart from having my dinner, the wind has got up a bit, slightly changed a little bit direction, but it is quite warm and it's bright skies. It's basically a lovely day, to be fair. And have a look out there. I'll take it off the camera so you can just get an idea of the view I got. Bright sky, or clear sky rather. That's pretty much it. That's all I can say at the minute. Right, just now coming up to 3:30, 20 to 4. Nothing has happened whatsoever. It's been absolutely hot. Breeze kicking down that way, and it's just doesn't seem nothing's happening. So I've had a change of plan. I'm going to have a complete change of rig, and also I'm going to change the bait as well. Battery power's right. basically the rig is, that's the rig. I'm going back to the Geneveive style. And what you got is obviously, you start at this end, you got a size 6 curve shank from Thinking Anglers, that's the Think Lance hook. Any curve shank hook will be fine. Down to a swivel with a little bit of tubing of the shrink tube over the top, just to hold the hook on and give it the angle, so you can twist and angle it any way you want it. I prefer it to have it just like that. 2 grip stops. I put a grip stop down the bottom there to stop the swivel going over that. You don't have to have it on, it is just a choice, it is just a thing that I do. And obviously a micro swivel as normal, I don't know if you can see that, I was using it to hold the hook, so it's micro swivel, another grip stop at the top, giving you the Geneveive effect. That is a tungsten bead with a bead stopper, and I used that behind it because I don't notice quite a small Panama knot in there. It's quite a small knot, and that'll sit over it, and I can adjust it to how I want it. So if I pull that back, I can have that bead come back, and that'll sit up or down, depending on how high I want the pop up to sit. ESP camo sink, and I've just put a little bit of putty on there just to keep it all weighted down, and it's followed up by obviously one of their boom, 180 tangle sleeves they call it, but they call it boom or something or other. And that's it, and it's as simple rig as that. On that will be a Tutti Frutti. So I'll get that sorted out, and we'll have a gander at it. Right. The hook bait is on, and all I'm going to do now, just to finish off, just like that. I'm not going to do nothing fancy. I'm just going to put that round there like so, just to squeeze it on, just to keep that all in line, so we should have no tangles whatsoever. So that's the rig I'm changing. Change of bait simply because I've caught the Tutti Frutti here before, and I think because there's a bright bait in the murky water, that may benefit me in my favour. And yeah, that's all I can really do at the minute. So I'm going to get that launched out there. I'm going to make another rig up, probably about the same kind of thing, and then just go through what baits I've got to the sweet side of stuff. And then right, that's the other rig, same rig as was before. I'm not going to change it this time. I'm going to keep saying the only thing I'm going to change is the bait. It's the Sticky Baits Vortex. Never used it before, so I'm going to give it a try and see how we get on. So again, everything's the same rig as I had. The other one's the same, apart from the middle one, which I shot a little while ago, and that's it. So it's just basically a Thinking Anglers camo skin, bit of putty on it, size 6 straight point hook, swivel, grip stops and so forth down the line. Pretty much the same as I did before. Pretty much how I fish most of the time now. So that's it. So I'm going to stick it in the, not so far out this time, to the right hand side, and again nug on it so it goes down nice and slowly, just how I like it. So I'll do that, then I've got to come back, have a cup of coffee, and hope the fish are going to be on the field. Well, good morning. It's now 8:30 and just gone. Nothing happened to me through the night. Matey boy next door, or Mr. B as I call him, yeah, a little £10, a little £10 mirror. That was for one. Apart from that, that's really all that's happened. Things did job off quite nippy last night. Yeah, so fortunately nothing happens for me. And carrying on. Oh. Good morning. Nothing happened for me last night. The kettle is on. Mr. B next door had one about 1:30 this morning. It was only about £10 or something like that. But nothing for me. So this could be my 4th blank on here. Not that I'm too worried about it, because the idea was to come down and have a social with my mate. I haven't seen him for a while, or fish with him for quite a while. and that's what we've done. So I had a good laugh, enjoyed myself. It's nice to catch up and have a fish with him again, and yeah, so we'll go from there really. It's 8:30. I had a bit of a lay-in this morning, being it's a Sunday, and nothing has really happened. Temperature's, it's a bit nippy, but overcast as well, so that isn't too bad. But it won't, I guess, the rest of the weekend, but we just had, but never mind, it is how it is. And I'm going to have my first cuppa of the day. Right, this is why I struggle to sleep sometimes when I fish with my old mate. Just sneak over here. I don't know how well you picked that up. Yeah, I used to call him Mr. Clumsy. I think what I'm going to call him now is Mr. Snore. You'll kill me if you find I've done that. Right, well, good morning. It's now 11 o'clock. And as you can see, the bivvy has gone. It is time to pack away. The rods are just left over, and that's it. I didn't do no filming last night because by the time I had my tea, it got dark. Absolute Radio Classic Rock was on. I listened to that, and I was chatting to our mate boy as well. And so I didn't bother in the end because the time I'd done it, it was getting late and I was tired and went to bed. So I apologise for that, but nothing happened anyway. Apart from, like I said, first thing this morning, Mr. B had a little £10. Was it a mirror?
Yeah.
Little mirror, lovely little thing. Didn't look very big, but when you actually weigh it, it was £10. But that's his second fish of his session. He's 1 day longer than I have. As it still stands, I have the fourth blank on here, which is not good. And I'll bring my rods in. So I'm debating which one to bring in, because I'm trying to bring the least active one in. And we'll go from that. Unless anything happens between now and then. If you've got this far, thanks for watching. Fourth blank. Oh, next week I've got 2 weeks off. Not the week coming into the week after. 2 weeks off, so I'll be fishing back in the big lake again, and I'm even going to go bash on the little lake at the same time. Not the same time, but after the session. Also as well, I have plans to go to Alderby. I've just got to find out how the procedure is. So I don't know if you've got to book up or you can just turn up and pay your dues, or to do things online like because of the COVID and whatnot. So I'll have to find a bit more about that, and hopefully we'll get on there for another once a year session. Apart from that, that's really all I can really say at the moment. Just like I say, just got to bring the rods in, and once they're in, my session will be over, and I hope to see you the next time. So we shall go for that, and in the meantime, fingers crossed, one of them little babies scream off. So you can watch them while I sort myself out.